Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Conversation Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. It's great to have you joining us for another lesson today.
Before we begin, if you enjoy learning real-world English with us, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out.
Thank you, guys. Okay, Sarah, I'm ready. What is today's topic?
Well, Daniel, to introduce today's topic, I have a question for you. There is a fascinating 3-hour seminar on underwater basket weaving happening next Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Do you want to go with me?
No.
Wow, Daniel. No? Just no? That was a little harsh.
Sorry. See, this is my problem. In my native language, if you don't want to do something, it is perfectly polite to just say, no, I don't want to. It's seen as honest and efficient.
I understand that, but you know that in many English-speaking cultures, a direct, flat no to an invitation can often sound quite aggressive or rude.
I do know that, and it makes me feel trapped. I don't want to lie and say yes when I mean no, but I also don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or seem like a jerk. I feel like I'm stuck between being honest and being polite.
Well, that is exactly the problem we are going to solve today. We are going to master the art of the soft no. We will teach you the different levels of refusal, from casual offers to formal invitations, so you can decline things comfortably without losing any friends.
That sounds incredibly useful. Please teach me how to say no nicely.
Let's dive into why this is so difficult. In many English-speaking cultures, like the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, there is a very strong social rule about not causing discomfort. We prioritize protecting the other person's feelings, sometimes over absolute directness.
To be honest, Sarah, as an outsider, sometimes that feels a little bit fake. Isn't it more respectful to just be straightforward and save everyone time rather than dancing around the truth?
I see your point, but try not to think of it as being fake. Think of these phrases as social lubrication.
Social lubrication?
Exactly. Like oil in a machine, these little polite phrases help social interactions run smoothly without friction. A flat, direct no can feel like a door slamming right in someone's face.
Okay, that is a strong image. I definitely don't want to go around slamming doors in my friends' faces.
Right. The techniques we will learn today are like gently closing the door instead. You still aren't going to the event, but you preserve the relationship.
Okay, I like that analogy. I want to learn how to close the door gently. Where do we start?
Let's start with the easiest level, declining small, casual offers. Level 1 is the easiest. This is for low-pressure situations, like declining food, drinks, or small offers of help in a casual setting.
Okay, give me an example.
Let's try role-playing. I am heading to the office kitchen. Hey, Daniel, I'm going to grab a coffee. Do you want one?
No.
See? Ouch, again, it just sounds so cold.
I know. I need to fix that habit. But no thank you sometimes feels a bit too formal for just a coffee with a friend. What is the most natural, casual alternative?
The most common natural phrase in spoken English right now, especially in North America, is very simple. You just say, I'm good, thanks.
I'm good, thanks. You know, it sounds funny if I translate it literally into my own language. It sounds like I am declaring I am a good person.
I know. Don't translate it literally. In this context, it just means my current state is satisfactory. I don't need anything else right now.
Okay, I'm good, thanks. Are there any other options?
Sure. You could also say, I'm all right for now, thanks.
I'm all right for now, thanks. Okay.
Notice the key ingredient in both of those phrases?
The word thanks at the end?
Exactly. Even when you are refusing, you must thank the person for the offer. That is the social lubrication we talked about. It shows you appreciate the thought, even if you don't want the coffee.
Got it. Always add thanks. Okay, casual offers seem easy enough, but what about the bigger stuff, like actual invitations? What if a good friend invites me to their birthday party and I really can't go, or I just don't have the energy? A simple, I'm good, thanks, doesn't work there.
No, it definitely doesn't. For bigger social invitations, we need a stronger tool. I like to call this technique the politeness sandwich.
A sandwich? I'm getting hungry, but I am confused.
Think of it like this. You have the top bun, which is gratitude or a positive statement. Then you have the meat in the middle, which is the actual no. And finally, the bottom bun, which is a soft closing comment.
Okay, I like analogies. Let's break down the sandwich.
Let's look at the meat first, the actual refusal. Instead of saying, I can't come, native speakers often use a phrase that makes it sound like you want to go, but something outside of your control is stopping you.
Like what?
The most common, essential phrase you need to know is, I'd love to, but I can't.
I'd love to, but I can't. That sounds much softer. It puts the blame on the situation, not on my desire to go.
Exactly. Another option, which is maybe slightly more formal, is, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it.
Okay, not I won't come, but I won't be able to make it. Got it.
Now, let's build the whole sandwich. Daniel, I'm having a dinner party this Friday night. Do you want to come?
Okay, let me try to build the sandwich. Top bun, the positive start. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Thanks for asking. Middle meat, the refusal, but unfortunately I won't be able to make it this Friday. Bottom bun, the soft closing. I hope you guys have a great time though.
Daniel, that was perfect. You declined my invitation, but I don't feel rejected at all. It was a perfectly constructed sandwich.
It feels a lot better than just saying no. But Sarah, what if I actually do want to go, just not right now? Or what if I want to be vague about the future?
That is a great question. Sometimes you genuinely want to accept the invitation, just not right now. There is a fantastic idiom specifically for that situation.
Oh, I love idioms. What is it?
You ask to take a rain check.
A rain check, like checking the weather for rain?
No, it comes from baseball originally. If a game was canceled because of rain, they would give the spectators a ticket, a rain check, to come back for a future game.
Ah, okay. So in conversation, it means I have to decline right now, but I definitely want to do it in the future.
Exactly. So if I invite you to dinner tonight, but you are busy, you could say, oh, I can't tonight, but can I take a rain check on that? It tells me you are still interested.
Okay, that's useful. But Sarah, what about the other situation I mentioned, when you don't really want to go, but you don't want to give a hard no either, you just want to be vague?
The super soft no. The best phrase for that is simply, maybe another time.
Maybe another time. It sounds hopeful.
It does, and sometimes it is genuine, but very often native speakers use this phrase when they really mean no, but they want to end the interaction gently without making any promises for the future.
Ah, so it keeps the door slightly open, but doesn't let anyone walk through it just yet.
Precisely. It's very non-committal.
Sneaky, I like it. Okay, so we have casual, social, and vague refusals covered. Just quickly before we review, what about work? It feels much harder to say no to a boss.
You are absolutely right. The workplace is a totally different environment. You cannot use the politeness sandwich on your boss when they ask you to do a critical task. Saying, I'd love to, but I can't, just sounds unprofessional.
Exactly. I feel like if I say no at work, people will think I'm lazy or unwilling to help the team.
The key in a professional setting is to move away from talking about what you want or can do and talk objectively about your workload. Remember the vocabulary from our last episode?
Oh, you mean like being swamped?
Yes. If your boss asks you to take on a new project right now, but you are already completely full, you need a professional way to say, I am too busy. A great phrase is, I don't have the capacity for that right now.
I don't have the capacity. That sounds very objective. It's not personal, it's just a statement of fact about my time.
Exactly. You're talking about your resources, not your feelings. But here's the most important tip for business refusals. Never just stop at no. You almost always need to pivot to a solution.
What do you mean, pivot?
Offer an alternative. For example, I don't have the capacity for that right now because of the quarterly report, but I could take a look at it next week.
Ah, I see. So you aren't refusing to help, you're just negotiating when you can help. That feels much safer.
It is much safer, and it shows you are still a team player. Okay, Daniel, we have covered a huge range of refusals today, from accepting coffee to talking to your boss.
My head is spinning with different ways to say no.
Let's pause here and review the key phrases we have learned so they stick in your memory. Okay, that was a lot of information. Let's take a breath here and review the key phrases we've gathered for our refusal toolkit.
Good idea. We covered everything from declining a donut to dodging a major social event. Let's recap the essentials.
First, we had the most casual level. Someone offers you something small right now, like a coffee or a snack.
Right. The most natural response is simply, I'm good, thanks. Or you can say, I'm all right for now, thanks. And remember, the vital ingredient there is adding the word thanks at the end to keep it polite.
Exactly. Next, we looked at the classic social soft no for bigger invitations, like a party or dinner.
This is probably the most useful phrase of the day. Instead of just saying no, you say, I'd love to, but I can't. It softens the blow by showing you appreciate the invitation first.
And for a slightly more formal event, perhaps when you need to send an RSVP for a wedding or scheduled function, we had a variation on that.
Yes, you can say, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. It sounds a bit more official than just saying, I can't come.
Then we moved on to postponing plans. We had a great idiom for when you genuinely want to accept the invitation at a later date.
That was the baseball idiom, to take a rain check. You ask, can I take a rain check on that? It means, not today, but definitely in the future.
And finally, the useful vade phrase for keeping the door open without making any promises.
The mysterious, maybe another time. It's very useful when you don't want to commit to anything specific.
Excellent review. Okay, Daniel, you have the vocabulary. Now it's time to put it to the test. Are you ready for a challenge?
I was born ready. What have you got?
Welcome to the Refusal Gauntlet. I am going to fire rapid invitations at you, from casual to intense. You have to choose the correct level of politeness to say no without sounding rude.
Okay, bring it on.
Scenario 1. We're at lunch. Hey, are you going to finish those fries? Do you want me to take them?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I am absolutely stuffed.
Perfect. Casual and polite. Scenario 2. A standard social invite. A bunch of us are going to see that new Marvel movie this Friday night. You in?
Ah, that sounds awesome. Thanks for asking. But unfortunately, I won't be able to make it this Friday. I have a family birthday dinner that night. Have fun, though.
Excellent application of the politeness sandwich. Okay, final scenario. This is the boss level, a high-pressure request that nobody wants to do.
Okay, I'm focused.
Daniel, I'm moving house next Saturday. I really need strong people to help me lift heavy furniture starting at 5 a.m. sharp. Can I count on you?
Whoa, moving house at 5 a.m. Thanks so much for thinking of me. Honestly, Sarah, I would really love to help you, but I just can't next Saturday morning. I have a very important underwater basket weaving appointment at that exact time.
You liar! That is a terrible excuse.
Hey, but I was polite. I didn't just say no way.
You were very polite. You survived the gauntlet. You see, it is possible to set boundaries and say no without being a jerk.
It actually felt much easier having those set phrases ready to go. It takes the pressure off.
I'm glad to hear it. Okay, let's wrap this up and give our listeners a task for the week. Well done today, Daniel. I think you are ready to face the social world with confidence now.
Thanks, Sarah. It really helps to understand that these phrases aren't about being fake or lying. They are just tools.
Exactly. They're tools for preserving relationships while still setting healthy boundaries for yourself. You can say no and still be a kind person.
That is an important lesson. Okay, now we want to hear from you guys. It is time for our question of the day.
We are very curious about cultural differences on this topic. In the comments below, please tell us, is it common to be direct when saying no in your native culture? Or do you also use soft, indirect language like we do in English?
We would love to hear your perspective. And hey, if you found this episode helpful and feel a little more confident about declining your next boring invitation,
Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, the English Conversation Podcast.
your task for this week is to practice the soft no. Try using one of these phrases like, I'm good, thanks, or I'd love to, but I can't, in a real conversation.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, be brave, be polite, and keep practicing.
We will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.